That is alternating spruce and fir. And I quite like the look of it. All right, there's 1/3 of the door glued up. So I'll glue one of these up a day. And then we'll put all three together and make a door. All right, so welcome to episode 156. I'm just sanding it up, getting it ready, and I'm gonna glue up another section here in a bit. Well, that's kind of what it looks like belt sanded, you know. I really like it. It's got some girth to it. All right, there we go. There's a couple segments sanded up, and I got another one gluing up. So once I get all 4 segments, then it's a matter of gluing those all together. So you can get the idea, the spruce and the fir. Now these are either gonna look really dumb and cheesy and homemade, or they're gonna be pretty awesome. All right, there she is. Cut to size, perfectly square too, fortunately. And now I gotta polish her up, get it ready. I'm gonna cut the hinge spots. So there it is. It's coming along, guys. You wouldn't think that a door would be a challenging woodwork project, but I can tell you that it is. Has to be straight, has to be square. All these things have to be calibrated perfectly. As you can see there, I used my new jig. So this is where the door is going. I'm just pre-fitting the frame. And the door will swing in this way. And you'll have some shelving here and some shelving here and possibly there for like pantry stuff. So, you know, I've got to make sure that everything's perfectly set. Measurements have to be completely accurate. And we're out at about 1/8 of an inch here. So I gave this a little bit of a whack. Now I'm using my fancy power chisel. Take that little bit off there and we should be good. Just a little detail stuff here. All right, here we go with the rest of this fence. And this project is insane, man. This is 30 years of ivy just encased on this old. Look at the size of that ivy. Have you ever seen a ivy 2.5 inches in diameter before? It's absolutely crazy. There's literally 3 feet of ivy growing higher than the top of the fence. This is a task. But I think I can handle this. A little bit of an insane task digging out this ivy. It's all there at the base of the laurel. Straight through here. Probably some in here too. It's all gotta go. So where we live, I don't know, it's probably the same where you live. You put stuff out at the end of your driveway that you have no use for, but someone might be able to use it. So I have this weed whacker, an electric lawnmower that I never use, and it's just in the way. It really has no particular value. The original weed eater, which is quite rare actually, and a Black & Decker electric lawnmower there. Let's see how long they last. Instead of going in the landfill, it's a good thing we should all try to recycle, I guess. All right, guys, that lawnmower and weed whacker, they're gone in like, I think it was about half an hour. Boom. So I've done my good deed for the day. I don't have to take it to the dump, and somebody can weed whack and mow their lawn now. for free. Love it. All right, where are we at on this project? So I literally spent the afternoon getting the ivy out of there the best I could. So these are 9.5 foot panels, which are on the big side for panels, but they look a bit more grandiose than an 8-foot panel and a little bit less work. You get a bit more distance out of each panel than digging a hole every 8 feet. So I'm going to go 9.5 feet. I'm just starting to dig the first hole right now. Okay, where are we at here? You dig a hole until you hit a massive rock like that, then the hole ends up way bigger than what you need. So that's that scenario. But I'll put that rock in when I mix up a bit of concrete. I'll drop it in there, and rocks make good filler. So I got 2 of the posts dug here. Let's just step back and show you what's up for all you fence enthusiasts. Very simple. Clamp your post plumb and in line. And something that you might want to keep in mind when you do this, I run a plumb line, or I run a straight line there as well. It's always a good idea to put a level, like, or a piece of wood or something like that, and see how it lines up with the fence, trajectory of the fence. Because if the post is not in line with the fence, when you go to put your first 2 rails in, they're not going to fit very nicely. So keep that in mind, folks. There you go. I don't know if you can tell, but that grass is really kicking in now. And I'm so happy that I'm successful, because it has been a challenge planting seed in this area. It's a very, very low sunlight area, or should I say shady. But yeah, it's hard to tell from your perspective, but as you can see there's lots of little grass growing. Another week or 2 and it should look pretty good. I'm gonna fix this trim up here. It's all mangled. People driving on it, including me. All fixed. It's a little bit more difficult than you think. You gotta dig way down. So this concrete thing that encased the old telephone pole is in the way from my lower rail. So I'm going to whale away at it with a big sledgehammer here. And it's just like building a house. You got to go over, around, under, sometimes through your problems. You think building a fence you wouldn't have any issues, but this is relatively common when you're doing any type of project. You're going to encounter problems. That's why when you think something's going to take you as long as you think, add 25% for unknowns that you're not aware of, you know? Just, you can pretty much be guaranteed that something will come up. That's what I like about this work. Problem solving. Let's take a look at that in a minute after I sledge it. There you go. You just bash and smash until you get what you want. It's the lower rail. All right, guys. Well, I was hoping to get more done today. I'm actually surprised how little I got done, but it was a bit of a battle getting those rails positioned. And anyway, there's an idea of what it's going to look like without the gray metal in there. I just can't tell you how much I enjoy working. I'm institutionalized at this point. I will work until I can't anymore. The only thing that I find fun is working, especially on my own property where I get to keep the stuff I build, right? I kind of like it. It's peaceful. All right, there is the completed door. And I had thought it might look kind of weird, and it does. It's kind of got this butcher block look to it, which is synonymous with culinary kind of application. I mean, you use butcher block sometimes on cutting boards and stuff. I mean, when you think of butcher block, you think of cutting boards. So at least it has that going for it. But if I stain it really dark, that should go away to a degree. Look it, guys. You can't get anything cheaper than that, building it yourself. Doors are, I won't even throw prices out, but they certainly aren't 1 3/4 inches thick either. This is exterior door thickness. You'd probably have 1.5 inches door on an interior door. So just in case, you want to keep all that rice quiet in there. I had a little progress update on the fence. Got another panel left to do. A few bits and bobs to fill in. Got to make some cuts. Fill in these little bits here. And guess what? I didn't order enough metal, which is a problem. Fortunately, they give you a cover sheet when you order it to protect it in transport. They put stickers all over it. It's not part of your actual order, but they do give you an extra sheet just to stop it from being scratched or crushed or just, I don't know, even dirt and dust, I suppose. But so with that cover sheet they gave me, and with a bit of leftover I had from last year, which is actually that, so I would have been short a full 2.5 panels. So cover sheet, what was left over from the original last year project, and that, I think I'm going to be okay. So good fortune smiles down upon me, and it doesn't always do that. So I do appreciate a little luck once in a while, and I'll show everything to you when this is finished, guys. Looking good. All right, now I've just got to put the trim around it. You can see there's like a border trim on my side on the panels, and there is that left to do, which takes a while. Everything takes a while, you guys. I was looking into a little bit of information regarding how long does it actually take in man hours to build a 4,200 square foot house. And apparently, obviously it depends on the features of the house, but on average, 10,000 hours to build a 4,200 square foot house. People ask me, how many hours have you put in so far, Jim? Well, I have no idea. It's not like I write them down all the time. But I do know that in this July I'll have been at it for 5 years. Not full time, but steady, very steady, as you know. So 10,000 hours, it's coincidentally the same amount of hours that it takes to master an instrument or become proficient at a professional trade. So I don't even know how many hours I've got in. That many hours, you guys. Should be a good adventure. Continuing into this unknown territory that I'm going into now. But I'm enjoying it more than ever. Once you get that kind of momentum behind you, you don't have to look too far for inspiration.